So I'm making something that I've never tried before, even though I'm living in Germany for the past almost 2 years, and it is Nussecken. And the name is very straightforward. Nuss meaning nut, and Ecken meaning corners. So literally, it's called nut corners. So for the dough, it is a classic short crust dough, which consists of flour, butter, sugar, egg, and baking powder. So the first thing I did was cream the butter with the sugar and then eggs, and then mix the sifted baking powder, flour, and salt. And I gradually added the flour to avoid the flour exploding back to my face. Then I formed the dough into a ball and place it inside the refrigerator to chill while I make the topping. The topping consists of marzipan, hazelnuts, butter, sugar, vanilla zucca, creme fraiche, and sugar. So the first thing I did was melt the butter and then added the creme fraiche and sugar, and while it simmered, I grated the marzipan and then added the hazelnut with the marzipan and waited for the butter emulsion to properly simmer. And once it becomes in this state, what I did was I added gradually the hazelnut marzipan mixture and then slowly stirred it. Once I had the topping ready, what I did was it's not in video, but I rolled out the dough, and to be honest, it was quite hard to do so. It was my first time as a amateur baker to do that, and I had trouble with the dough sticking on my rolling pin. That's why I was not able to film it, because I was so stressed out about it. But luckily, I was able to power through, and after I rolled it out, I tried it to make it as even as possible into a rectangular shape, and then I poked holes in it with a fork to avoid it over puffing. And the next thing you should do is, after you poke the holes, is spread the marzipan hazelnut mixture on top and then spread it evenly. So actually, before putting the marzipan hazelnut mixture, what happened was half of the dough I put jam on it. I used ddnt jam or strawberry jam because I don't really like apricot jam, and that's what is usually being used in recipes. So I just improvised and used ddnt jam instead, and the other half has no jam because my partner preferred without jam. So he gets the other side and I get the other side. Then I spread the marzipan hazelnut mixture on top, and afterwards I baked it for 20 minutes at 175 degrees Celsius and let it cool. Because if you don't let it cool, apparently it will just fall apart. So I made the mistake of not letting it properly cool, and some of it fell apart. So afterwards, I cut it into squares and then cut it diagonally to make the traditional little triangles. And then I didn't have dark chocolate that was stated in the recipe, but instead I use what we have here at home, which is just milk chocolate. And to be honest, when I tasted it, I think dark chocolate is better. So moment of truth, and then when I took a bite, of course it was very nutty and everything was so good together. Like the chocolate was, I think, the one that really ties everything. That's why I think the use of dark chocolate is better than milk chocolate, because the topping is already quite sweet with the dough. So I think if it's dark chocolate, that will really cut on the sweetness. And to be honest, it's quite addicting. I ate like 3 of them on my first sitting, and I'm not a sweet tooth. I don't have a sweet tooth. I just like to bake. So this is my first time making Nussecken and tasting them, and also now I get the hype.